It's game 4 tonight. Warriors down 2-1. They're getting punked a little bit at the free throw line. But I think, and they lost by 30. But I believe like every time they lose, I think they're in the playoffs under Kerr. Anytime they lose by 20 plus, next game, I think they're 5-1.
Yeah.
They're champions. They take it personal. They don't have to win this game, but they kind of got to take this game. What do you expect? And what do you expect? What adjustments do the Warriors need to make other than Jordan Poole stop playing like the worst player of all time or just don't play?
Yeah, just don't play him, man.
Just don't play.
I was looking at Jordan Poole's stats, man. Really, really awful stuff. Honestly, he's like one of the worst players on the team. Like, I think he had the 12th highest 3-point percentage, 14th highest field goal percentage, and highest is a weird word when describing 12th and 14th, right? He's also second in turnovers, fourth in fouls, but fifth in minutes. So that doesn't add up. He's really killing the team.
And that doesn't even show you how bad of a defender he is on top of all that.
Oh, zero defense. Defense. Steph Curry is a far better defender than Jordan Poole, which is saying something. Not like Steph Curry's he's a little underrated as a defender. I'm not saying he's a good defender, but people think Steph Curry's trash. But Jordan Poole is absent as a defender. And that's
right.
the problem.
Like Steph Curry is like physically overmatched in certain matchups, but like Jordan Poole is like the worst defender. Like not even trying.
Yeah.
Doing awful. A liability. Getting hunted. Yes. And so like you offset that last year in the playoffs, he shot 39% from 3, 90% from the line, 50%. It was like he was that sixth man. Now it's like you can't shoot.
He's 28 right now. 28% from 3 in the playoffs. That's Jordan.
He's killing him on both sides.
Yeah. Turnovers. He's leading turnovers. So Jordan Poole is a major problem. He either needs to play better or but the thing is, it's been all season long, Grant. It's not something that's like new. Like he'll have 1 or 2 good games, but if you look at his entire season, he's been really bad. And I don't understand why Steve Kerr is not really reducing his minutes. Like if you're going to do it, today is the day. It's a must-win game for the Warriors. They really just got to win this. You can't go down 3-1 and expect to win 3 in a row. Like I don't see that as this is a must-win game. They have to do it. I think they do. I think they pull it off today.
I agree, and I feel like the adjustments that the Warriors need to make are on defense. They gave 127 points. D'Angelo Russell scored 21 points. He hit 5 threes. Can't happen. If you're going to let D'Angelo Russell go off, you're going to lose because Jordan Poole won't.
Yeah.
So I think the adjustment needs to come on defense, and I feel like the defensive matchups were wrong in game 3. They're putting Wiggins is the best perimeter defender the Warriors have. He's a great perimeter defender. I think he's wasted on LeBron. LeBron's old and slow. I think the only guy who can really shut down D'Angelo Russell on the Warriors is Wiggins. And I think you have to have that matchup. Otherwise, Klay's not quick enough anymore.
Hey, here's what I would do. Here's what I would do, Grant. I would start GP2 and have GP2 on D'Angelo Russell.
That's another one. Because you can't put Wiggins on him for like 30, 40. The two of them should be able to shut him down.
Yeah,
the two of them.
You put Draymond on AD, Wiggins on LeBron, and GP2 on D'Angelo Russell, and you should be good. Like that's what the matchup I would do.
You could. I just feel like, sure, you could close with that in the fourth quarter. You could definitely close with that in the fourth quarter if you want to go small. But I think what you also could do when you want to go a little bit bigger is put Draymond on LeBron, put Wiggins on D'Lo, put Klay on Reeves, put Curry on Vanderbilt, and sort of shut down all those dudes and say, all right, AD, you're going to have to go for 50 tonight.
Who's guarding AD? Who's guarding AD?
Looney. And it's like, okay.
His feet are so slow for AD.
I understand. Look, I understand. Look, what I'm saying is you're going to force Anthony Davis to do it all. No passing. No playmaking. Shoot 30 shots. Go to the line. He doesn't want to work that hard, man. It's not his game. Yeah. Force him to be Charles Barkley. Force him to be that guy. I don't think he can do it for 4 games. I don't think he can do it. He wears down. He was grabbing his rib at the end of the last game. He's poised to score 11 points tonight. He load manages during games, every other game. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. So there's 12. I believe there's 12 players in the NBA that had back-to-back 20-point games. I believe it was 12.
Yes.
Anthony Davis is not one of them. So based on the playoffs, he's not going to get over 20 tonight. So if you're betting on sports, bet AD under 20 because based on his track record this season, he's not likely to do it. The thing about Looney, though, he's been one of the best players during this playoff series up until, against the Kings. He was phenomenal. But
tough matchup for him.
He looked really bad yesterday.
Well, he's been sick. They said he's sick. So I don't know if that's part of it.
Yeah, I think it might be part of it, and I'm hoping it's that he recovers because that was probably his worst game on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what he gives you is 6 fouls that don't go to Draymond when he's on Anthony Davis, because you never know with these refs and the Lakers if they're going to get Draymond 3 fouls in the second quarter and all of a sudden the game's over. So I feel like you kind of want to save that matchup for the fourth quarter, and hopefully Looney can at least make AD work. To me, he's soft and doesn't have great stamina.
Here's my take on it. Here's my take on it, though, Grant. Like, I think Draymond is a better defender of AD than
no doubt.
No doubt.
Looney.
No doubt. When you have Draymond and Looney on the court at the same time, you have 3 guys that can score on you, right? Like Looney can score down low.
Right. That's true. That's true.
You don't have to guard. There's 2 guys you don't even have to guard on the perimeter.
It's true.
At all.
It's true.
It's true. The defense makes it tougher on everybody else. And that's why I think Looney and Draymond.
Is Gary Payton really scoring though right now? If it's not a putback, does he have any confidence in his shot?
Scoring more than Dante. I think he's got like 8.5 a game right now.
Dante's scared of the rim.
Yeah, he's like a big man.
He's scared of the rim.
He runs the baseline like a center, and you can just.
Gary Payton plays center for the Warriors when he's on the field. When he's on the court, he's center. Yeah. I love Gary Payton. I'm with you on that. He needs to play more.
Yeah, and he could shut down Russell. Draymond is the most physical defender we have, and he was giving AD problems.
Yes.
In the game we won, it was because AD was extremely uncomfortable. Draymond was making contact with him throughout the whole game, off the ball, on the rebounds.
And again, on a down AD night where he's trying to conserve energy, man, here's Draymond. Yeah. Good luck. Because Draymond doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Draymond will make you work. That's a good point. If there's ever a night to force the issue with Draymond and AD, is the night where he's load managing on the court. Who does that? I'm sorry, man. I feel like this Lakers team. Can I vent about the Lakers right now?
Please.
I'm not a Warrior fan. I was when I was a kid, but I'm a professional journalist. I somehow don't like the Lakers. I went to UCLA. The whole Kobe mania, the Kobe fans, they treated him like he was Michael Jordan or whatever. It was annoying. I didn't like it. And now I feel like this is a team. It's the LeBron team that the league is trying to prop up. They were going to miss the playoffs, and all of a sudden they just figured out how to hit more free throws. I call BS. And how long is this going to go where this mediocre team is going to win series because they're shooting hell of free throws? I think at a certain point, basketball fans have to be like, this is not real. Stop.
Grant, the Warriors are a better team. They are a better team than the Lakers. To me, there's no question. If you watch the quarter and a half before everything fell apart with mental mistakes. And here's the thing, the way they're officiating the Warriors is different. It is, but as a coach, I hate blaming refs. What I do see though from the Warriors is stupid decisions with the turnovers, lackadaisical passing, being done with that.
Yep.
But on defense, they do play dumb ass defense. When you reach in and you slap down the ball, even if it's all ball, refs call that a foul every time because it's just the way it looks. And Jordan Poole does that a lot. Steph Curry does that a lot. They got to play smarter. If they just play smart basketball, they'll win. They're a better team.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can't do it to themselves.
Especially if you know that the NBA might want to extend this series, and the easiest way to extend this series is with foul calls, and the Lakers shot the most fouls in the league and you shot the least fouls. So if there is a disparity, they can always justify it and be like, well, that's just who you guys are, right? Mm-hmm. So you know that they have every freaking excuse to call fouls when you're in the lane. So maybe don't try to take that charge. Maybe don't slap down on the ball like that. I'm with you. Because how many of Draymond's 5 fouls in game 3 were charges? 3?
One of them shouldn't have been, but yeah.
One of them shouldn't have been, but it's okay, if they're not going to give you 50-50 calls and you know that tonight, stop trying to get them. Stop trying to get him. I don't know.
The reaching is what bothers me. That's one thing that bothers me about Kerr because he's a coach. The turnovers and the fouls are something that's easily correctable, and it's just all mental, and he hasn't done it yet, and it bothers me.
I have a prediction.
Taking out Jordan Poole a little bit more would help with that.
It would. I have a prediction. I believe the officiating will be way different in this game than it was in game 3. I think it's going to be a lot more like game 2, where both teams shoot a reasonable amount of free throws and there's a lot more contact allowed. The way I look at it was the Warriors were up 40-29 in LA in the second quarter, and they had a lot of momentum. And all of a sudden, there were a ton of free throws that slowed down the game and shut down the momentum and changed everything. And I feel like, again, the league, it's in their interest for this to go the distance, and that's something that I just don't see happening in game 4 or later in the series. So I'm not whining about the refs. It's just kind of how the NBA is. They'll do certain things in game 1, game 3 of series that they will not do in games 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I mean, that's just the way I think I've experienced
the thing is, the flagrant was kind of bullshit. That was a bad call, but
flagrant? Call it a technical or whatever.
Yeah, but the two technicals were bonehead mistakes.
Yeah.
What else was there? Was a bunch of fouls. They had that game in their hand. That's what was frustrating. When they were up 11 in second quarter, I'm like, oh, it's about to blow it up.
Here we go. Over.
And then they did it to themselves. As much as the refs were trash,
right?
Like there were some bad calls there.
That's true.
But
19 turnovers though.
The
way they shot, but I feel like their low shooting can be partially explained by the fact that if the Lakers are constantly shooting free throws and the Warriors are constantly taking the ball out of the hoop, then you can't get any points in transition. They have 4 points on the fast break. Then your 3-point looks aren't going to be as good. So it all kind of goes together. And that's the best way to beat the Warriors is to get to the foul line, slow it down, make them take the ball out, make them play half-court offense. That's what it was.
You know how you improve shooting? Don't play Jordan.
Defense.
Don't play Jordan.
Don't play Jordan Poole.
I'm sorry, man. I really liked this kid last year, but he is awful. Like the shot selection he takes. He was the 12th worst 3-point shooter on the team, and he shoots like Steph Curry. Like, you're not that guy, man.
You're not.
And why does Kerr let him do it? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense.
I think it has something to do with the owner. The owner drafted this guy, him and his son. I mean, like, this is a homegrown guy. They gave him a huge extension last year, and they must feel kind of dumb because the ownership bet on him.
Do you think they feel bad about what happened with him and Draymond?
Maybe they feel bad that he got socked in the face.
But who cares?
But all I know is that Jordan Poole was shooting the ball with confidence in game 1, and then he missed that ridiculous shot at the end. Pretty much the whole casual basketball world made fun of him for 2 days, and since then, he's been afraid to shoot. I've never seen Jordan Poole afraid to take a shot, but if he's afraid to take a shot, he needs to sit down. Needs to.
Yeah, he needs to sit down.
He needs to sit down. I mean, let's talk about it. If they start their normal starting lineup, guys off the bench that you trust right now, Moody, Peyton, JaMychal. I'll take those guys over Jordan.
Yeah. I'd rather see Kuminga. I want Kuminga, Moody. JaMychal's okay.
I want to see him play better defense, man. A lot of people be like, someone needs to step up and start shooting better. I'm not worried about the Warriors' offense. They have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Yeah. Those guys can get as hot as anyone ever. They'll be fine. They got to play defense. 127, no. D'Angelo Russell, 21, no. Absolutely not. Can't win that way.
I'm honestly, I would love to see Poole either not play at all or only play when Steph Curry takes his 12 minutes and sits. That's it. Those would be the only thing I would like to see.
You can't ever have Poole on the court when the other team's in the bonus. How about that?
Or end of games,
or
end of quarters. Or
you can't have Poole on the court when the game is going on. When the game is being played, he can't be out there. He can be in warm-ups. He can be on the bench. He can shake hands afterwards. But when they're actually in regulation, can't have him on there.
I hate that I'm feeling it because I really was high on Jordan Poole last year, but right now it's just the facts, man. It's just
as a Warrior fan, you watching D'Angelo Russell, aren't you like, dude, Jordan, why can't you just be him? He's not even that good.
Something here, man. Something here. It's probably the Draymond thing, honestly.
You're probably getting socked in the face.
Yeah, in front of your whole team, all the coaches.
In front of your whole team. Yeah. I've never gotten socked in my face. I feel like I keep trying to jinx that, but I'm 35. I think I probably missed it. I know you have.
I've been socked in the face a few times.
But I feel like I'm like Poole. Let me just say, Poole's kind of a pretty boy. I'm kind of a pretty boy. I mean, look at me. I could see him really losing face after that. You know, he's not a tough guy. He's the kind of guy who shoots and struts and he's not. So now you got basically punked.
Yeah.
And you're not the tough guy. You're not going to. That's tough. That could be tough. That could be tough.
Yeah, I never expected him.
That might not bring out the best in Jordan Poole. That might bring out the worst in Jordan Poole. Actually crush his confidence.
He got KO'd in front of the entire team. I never thought that was going to work out well. I thought that was going to be a problem, and it looks like it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem for Draymond. I'm sorry. Well, it's a problem for Jordan.
But it might be. It might be a problem for Draymond because what I heard, Grant, is that Draymond's out of here this year. Outside of a champ, if they win a championship, maybe that gets reconsidered. But what I heard is they're more in on Poole than Draymond.
Oh my God!
That's what I heard. Because of this.
Well, then that's the end of the dynasty right there. End. Goodbye. Oh my God, defense matters. Jordan Poole doesn't play.
Nas Reed is a guy I really want for the Warriors next year. So we'll see if that happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prediction for tonight: who wins?
Warriors. God, it's a must win.
I think so too. And then Lakers win Game 5, Warriors win Game 6, and then it's Game 7. We'll see what happens.